When working with rational equations, there are three different methods. You can clear the fractions, you can cross multiply, or you can use a graphical approach. All three of these methods have their place, but all three of these methods can be used on any rational equation. In number 7, I'm going to demonstrate method number 2, and I'm going to solve this by cross multiplying. So I multiply the 3 by 9x minus 1, and I multiply the 6 by 2x plus 7 because it's just a proportion, and to solve a proportion you cross multiply. So I distribute my 3 to get 27x minus 3 equals 12x plus 42. When I subtract 12x from both sides, I have 15x minus 3 equals 42. I add 3 to both sides, so 15x equals 45, and x is equal to 45 over 15, which is 3. In number 18, same method, I'll cross multiply. So I have 2 times 2x minus 5 equals 3 times x plus 1. So this is 4x minus 10 equals 3x plus 3. When I subtract 3x from both sides, I have x minus 10 equals 3. And when I add 10 to both. In number 9, you can solve this one by eliminating the fractions. So this would be method number 1. And we're going to multiply both sides by x minus 1. So I'm going to multiply this side by x minus 1. And I'm going to multiply this side by x minus 1. When I do that, my x minus 1s are going to cancel here, and I'm left with 2x equals 5 times x minus 1 plus my x minus 1s cancel here, 2. So now I have 2x equals 5x minus 5 plus 2. So I'm going to subtract my 5x over. This is negative 3x equals negative 3. And when I divide both sides by negative 3, I get x equals 1. In number 10, you want to create a common denominator. So this is going to be x plus 3 times x minus 2. So just like simplifying rational expressions and multiplying and dividing rational expressions, so I need to multiply the top and bottom of my first term by x plus 3. So this will become x plus 3 over x plus 3 times x minus 2. My second term, I need to multiply the top and the bottom by x minus 2. So this is 3 times x minus 2 over x plus 3 times x minus 2. And this is equal to 4 over x plus 3 times x minus 2. When I combine over the same denominator, I have x plus 3 plus 3x minus 2 over x plus 3 times x minus 2 equals 4 over x plus 3 times x minus 2. Now, since I have the same denominator on both sides, when I cross multiply, I'm going to have 4x plus 1 when I simplify the numerator times x plus 3 times x minus 2 equals 4 times x plus 3 times x minus 2. And remember, we're working with factors. So if I divide both sides by x plus 3, my x plus 3's go away. And if I divide both sides by x minus 2, my x minus 2's go away. So very quickly, my rational equation becomes 4x plus 1 equals 4. I subtract 1 from both sides and I have 4x equals 3. And when I divide both sides by 4, I get x is equal to 3/4. When classifying equations, there are 3 different types of equations that you're going to encounter. An identity equation is an equation with infinitely many solutions. To verify an identity, you solve the equation until you end up with 0 equals 0. A conditional equation is an equation with exactly one solution. An inconsistent equation is an equation with no real solution. In the next 3 examples, you are going to be classifying the equation as an identity, conditional, or inconsistent equation. To do that, you're going to solve all the equations and then classify it based on your answer. So in number 11, I have 9p squared minus 2 equals 9p squared minus 15p plus 15p minus 25. When I subtract 9p squared from both sides, my 9p squareds cancel out, and my negative positive 15p's cancel out. That leaves me with negative 2 is equal to negative 25. But that is not true. So anytime you end up with a false statement like that, this has no solution, and we call this an inconsistent equation. In number 12, I'm going to multiply both sides by x minus 3. And that's going to get rid of the x minus 3 on the bottom on the left. And I have x squared minus x minus 6. When I distribute this, this gives me x squared minus 3x minus 2x plus 6. So my x squareds are going to cancel, and I'm left with negative x minus 6 equals negative 5x plus 6. When I add my 5x over, this is 4x minus 6 equals 6. And I add 6 to both sides, so 4x equals 12, and x is equal to 3. Anytime you end up with exactly one answer, that's called a conditional equation. In number 3, I have 5y minus 4 equals 1. So this will be 5y equals 5, and y is equal to 1. So again, this is a conditional equation.